Brad Holmes had a press conference today, 1 week ahead of the draft, and he joked. He said, "Hey, go ahead and ask me questions. I'm not going to answer them. Just having some fun because he's not going to say certain things." But we did take away some hints on kind of the direction and some thoughts going into the draft. So I have three things that I wanted to share from his press conference today. You let me know your thoughts in the comments. I asked this earlier on the community page. What's the worst Detroit Lions draft pick that just comes to mind? Mine was Tease Tabor or Jordan Dizon. Remember, we took him out of Colorado. He was undersized. We thought he was like a Malcolm Rodriguez before we knew who that was. He was terrible. Who just jumps out as like, man, that was why did we pick this player? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Okay, let's look at what Brad Holmes had to say. One of the things he was talking about was how, a running back in the first round, that's a big analytical thing because you don't take running backs in the first round because they're way undervalued from what they used to be. They're not used as much in the pass heavy league that we're in today, and they just don't have the impact that they once did. It's better to take a Jameson Williams type player, a wide receiver that can take a slant 70 yards versus a running back. It's just hard to run the ball today, and just not the caliber of running backs, i.e. Barry Sanders, where we all know Barry would take a ball, take one to the house almost pretty much every game, and you just like, man, you get a run over 20 yards in today's NFL. It's like, wow, what a great run, so it's just difficult. So yeah, and it says it right here. The analytics community believe that drafting a running back is a cardinal sin based on pass heavy, blah blah blah. Brad Holmes says, hey, if you think a player is good and you think it's there, then you don't look back and say, I don't know, I shouldn't have done that. And so he talks about 2016, 2017, when they picked Todd Gurley at 10. He said, hey, he's just a good running back. We didn't bat an eye, which in Pride of Detroit, which we're on, is all over it. Interesting he would say Gurley, because Gurley, outstanding. First 4 seasons, what's up? This guy's awesome. And then all of a sudden he just falls off the face of the earth. And that's exactly what we're talking about. So yes, for the first 4 years, absolutely you take him. But it really is both sides of the debate, is what Pride of Detroit says. And exactly. So I am not a fan of running back early. Bijan Robinson is the one we're talking about here. Do we take him at the 18th pick, 6th pick? What do you do? I don't like running back. You let me know your thoughts in the comments. Help educate me if I'm wrong on that. I don't like running back. I just don't like running back. Let's build the trenches. There's so many other things you can do. Running back feels like you can pick them up. And there's not such a big discrepancy where it's like I can draft a really good defensive lineman. I can't just go sign one off the street right now or get one in the 5th round that is going to be that good. But I feel like I can pick up a running back, a little sneaky guy in the 5th round from SMU. I don't know. Okay. So, and here's just a little side note. The Rams gave him 4 years, $60 million extension that he would only play 2 seasons after rushing just 3 yards a carry. I mean, it was just, remember how bad he was the Falcons, never recovered. And that's the whole point. You just, how much are you going to get out of him? But he had such a strong first 4 years. I don't know. Right. So let me know your thoughts on that. All right. Jalen Carter was another one. Jalen Carter, he talked about character stuff. Everybody's just asking him about Jalen Carter, but not directly. Like, what do you do with guys that have some stuff? And he just said, it's case by case. He kept saying that. So Jalen Carter, I don't think we're going to take Jalen Carter. I really don't. I think at the end of the day, there's some stuff there. There's too much stuff. It's not just the car accident thing. It's not just the combine. It's not just remember, he wasn't in shape during the Ohio State game, the pro day. It's all of it combined. So I don't think we take Jalen Carter. Let me know that in the comments. Do you like Jalen Carter or no? I just don't think we take him. But Brad Holmes says, yeah, we feel a little bit better about him after meeting him. Okay. So that is what's interesting to me, is felt better after visit, talking to him, and felt better just tells you we're not sure about this guy. Okay. We feel a little better. We've beat this. Talk about beating a dead horse. Jalen Carter. All right. Next one is we need. Basically, Brad Holmes said he's considered 3 QBs to back up Jared Goff. Right now, all we have is Nate Sudfeld, which Brad Holmes came out and basically said that was not good enough. No offense to Nate Sudfeld, but I mean, come on. He's never started an NFL game. He's only thrown 37 regular season passes. usually you're surprised at how much a backup has played. In this case, I'm surprised how much he has not played. I assumed he had played more, had gotten in, started some games. No. Okay, so that's not good. Holmes said that there are only 3 free agent quarterbacks that they were looking at, and Sudfeld was one of those. We obviously know that Bridgewater is somebody that we're waiting on. He hasn't done anything yet, so there's Bridgewater as well. So you could get Bridgewater and then draft somebody. So my point here is that we're going to draft a quarterback. I mean, I don't know when, and that's the big question. I don't think we draft one in the first round, but all of a sudden you got a guy that maybe was a first rounder that's still sticking around, Will Levis in the second round. It's like, well, I guess we could just take this guy, or a third round quarterback, or Hendon Hooker's the one that we really want to see. So I think a lot of people want to see, just because he's kind of injured. Could get him in the fourth round. We've got a lot of picks now. That fifth round pick trade with Falcons for Okudah really rounds out our draft board, if you will. I think we get a total of 9 picks. We've got a lot of picks. We got 2 picks in the first, 2 picks in the second. So I just, it's getting closer. We're almost there. We can do this. So let me know your thoughts on this. As we've talked about, look, we've got running back could be in play. Jalen Carter could be in play. And then also quarterback is for sure going to be, we're going to take a quarterback. It's just absolutely no question about it. So just a reminder, Craig and I will be live for the draft. 7:45 is when we get started. We're going to be just talking, answering questions like crazy. Can't wait to just talk about this one, because again, we have 9 picks. We have 2 in the first night, which is going to be a lot of fun. Because Brad Holmes is going to do something. We're not going to sit around and it just take a bad pick. Like you're not worried about that anymore. We've been so scarred of. Again, I asked in the beginning, what's that one pick where it's like, what are we doing? And that's the thing about the past regimes. We had those moments where it was so bad, horrifically, like, man, I don't want to be like, oh, I could have done better, but I swear I could have done better sitting on my couch, and I would not have picked that guy. Tease Tabor ran a 5-second 40. I don't think that's a good idea. Let's not take him right here. Let's take him later, maybe. No. The other one was Tavai, of course, is classic. Gosder Cherilus, whatever the heck his name was, that was classic. So there's just so many. Join us for the draft. Make sure you check us out. We're going to be hanging out together. We'll be live together, talking, answering questions, and having a lot of fun. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this and what's coming up. And we'll see all of you next week, Thursday. See ya.